नहीं ये नहीं है इसमें. हाँ. Okay. After finishing this glimpse of what we have learned till now, we'll be having a hands-on session inside that. But before going to that session, we'll be having a glimpse of uh, Excel sheet what we have prepared in case of the hydroelectric projects and the same pertaining to the FMP projects. And we'll also see the differences, how huge the one is in compared to the other. So I'll be opening the Excel sheet of one of the hydroelectric projects, that is the Dugar electric project. It is 500 megawatt project. I think it is in Himachal or something. First it was constructed by some private agency, but later on the project was awarded to some NHPC, I think PSU. The firm got in the NCLT, National Company, you have heard na? Company Law Tribunal, in which after going when a company gets bankrupt or insolvent, the case is being referred to the NCLT, and after the NCLT hears the both the applicants, and then it awards to the person who is willing to take up the further taking up the execution works. This is done for the sake of for keep on continuing the works. Otherwise the funds, every company will show in books that I'll get bankrupt, and nobody will take care of such things. And then what will happen over a period of time, the money, first thing is that the money that is being expended by whether the private firms or by the government, both are the public money. We should not look at the private firms in the way as this is being constructed by the government and this is being constructed by the private, तो इसमें तो कोई झोल है. No, it is not the case. Whether the projects nowadays are being constructed by the governments or by the private parties, both are using the public money. Say how? Would anyone answer? Yeah, from banks, na? Everyone takes loans, whether the government or the private parties. The composition of the equity and the debt is of around 70 to 30%. So the 30% is equity portion. So if the portion is being applied of 30% by the private party, obviously he would also be taking care of that money in a very good manner, because everyone loves money और उसका hard earned money है. So he'd be looking after in a very precarious manner and finding out the details, having a in thorough analysis. Then after he is putting in efforts and willing to take up the projects further. Otherwise he wouldn't go into the bidding process. So this clarity should be in mind of all of the engineers. While I was in the CEA, Central Electricity Authority, looking after the hydro projects, there was a perception going on that this is the project being constructed by the PSU and this is the project being constructed by some private like JP, like L&T, like some other, you may name any private big firms, Reliance. But this is not the scenario. When the public exchequer is involved in the form of bank, will be really precarious. So first we will be going through the cost estimate, actual cost estimate of the Dugar electric project, hydroelectric projects. We will have a view of it, how it looks like in the form of Excel sheet. I think this is the sheet. Let us have a look on it. After finishing this, we'll be coming to the actual cost estimate of the some FMP projects. It is not working in the manner. Now you may see the many tabs right in the at the bottom most of the taskbar. We will start from the starting one. Okay, first of all, just go through the number of tabs this workbook have in it. It is still going on. All has to be gone through before finalizing, because even a bit of one time it happened that in case of a Dibang project I have made a mistake. There was cross linking in the Excel sheet, but nobody knows how it happened. I think they most of the time what happened, mostly already Excel sheets which have been prepared, उन्हीं में ही some copy paste model like happens, so that it task become easier, and the new items which comes up in the way are being produced or being represented in some other tabs. So that cross cells linking costed me around 1500 crores in case of Divang project. After 30 days, NHPC officials came to our office running. Sir, the cost has gone up by 1500 crores. How this has happened? 1500 crores, is it a joke? So they said, no, sir. Actually, we have found out some cross interlinking has been already occurred. We don't know how it occurred, but it is not from the CA. It is by what we have submitted. The mistake has happened at the NHPC level. We have took the concurrence and the permission from the chairman, CMD NHPC, and now we are putting it further for your approval and concurrence. Then we have again gone through it, and it has subsided by 1500 crores. So a bit of mistakes in terms of this Excel can cost you around 1500 crores. The Divang project is of around the Nagaland people, the people who are Arunachal, would please raise hands. 5, 6. So it is being implemented there, but the major package has still not been awarded. So many times it has almost around 7 or 8 times they have tried to award it. First they wanted to bid the whole in a holistic way, but nobody did come up. Reason being, the tune was of around 30,000 crore. So they splitted up the whole construction work into some smaller packages of say around 3,000 crores, 2,000 crores, 2,500 crores. Then the different party participated in the bid process, and finally for 5 to 6 bids till now have been occurred in case of the Dimang project. As of now, it is the largest project being awarded. It is 2,880 megawatt project. Even the scale of grant is of 9,000 crore from the government of India. It is a budgetary support by the government of India. Version is at supported. Excuse me. इसमें बीच में पता नहीं, I think they don't have any license version of it. लाइसेंस नहीं है ना? इसमें होगा नहीं, अंदर उसमें लाइसेंस है, हाँ मतलब चलना चाहिए, इसमें रन नहीं हो रहा. ओके, we'll have just a view over it, है ना? Then in the hands-on classes we'll go inside and we'll be taking the charge of all other things. You may have a look of abstract of cost of Dugar hydroelectric project. Just at the bottom of this project you may find the cost, and the cost at what price level I have told you yesterday, that the price must be there. So it is the April 2022 price level. The cost is at 3,786 crores. You may see it. And at the completion level. And what is the completion level? Time from 2022 to the date the project is likely to be finalized or commissioned. Perhaps the construction period of this project is of 74 months. So after 74 months of that period, the cost would be of around 5,000 crores. And there is a thumb rule in the hydro which I have suggested, that multiplied by 10 and you will come at the cost. So 500 multiplied by 10 is around 5,000 crores. You may look at 5,000. This is just the abstract. What is abstract? The annexure what you have seen from A, B, C, K and different elements in direct cost and the indirect combined together, that annexure itself is called the abstract of cost. Whenever you are putting your cost in the DPR and making that annexure, you will write in the top of the topmost portion that abstract of cost is this one. In the top now you will see it. Dugar hydro project 500 megawatt. अच्छा थोड़ा सा मैं zoom करता हूँ. अभी is it clear ना? Dugar project 500 megawatt located in Himachal Pradesh. This much number of units. Actually there are 6 units in this project. And these are the different heads. You may have a look over it. Now, pardon. A preliminary, B land. The cost involved in A preliminary is 36 crores at April 21 price level. You may see the cost at different price level. This has happened because of that somebody has formulated this cost as first 21 level. Then after 1 or 2 years of revision, the project meanwhile couldn't be awarded or its clearances couldn't be met out. Then higher bodies had, like ministry, have said us that please revise its cost to at the latest price level. So we have revised it to the April 22 price level. And then again we have found out what will be the cost at completion level. This is the completion cost. You will see the difference, na? देखिए April 2022 price level, the C works have cost of around 1337. This one. April 22 price level, this is the cost. C works. While at the time of completion, the C works, the cost of the C work becomes 1573. Why it is so? Why it has shot up? Reason being, time dependent cost have hard cost has remained same, but the inflation and other factors have worked upon over it, and then it has become the 1573 crores, and the completion will be termed as the not this cost. We will assume that it will be awarded in the 3 or so months after when it is awarded. 74 months from that period. Why 74 months in this case? Because the period of construction of the Dugar project is 74. For some projects, it may be 60 months, 50 months, even 15 also. Water resource projects like FMP projects are generally constructed within a period of 1.5 years, not more than 2 years. It is expected these are to be completed within the time bound frame of 2 years, not more than that. We will look at the K buildings. 122 crores is the cost of only building works. And there is GST waiver is also there. Why it is so? It is not in every project, but here the government of India has given the GST waiver. It is actually the SGST waiver. State government has waived off its GST. These are the special projects in which the state government generally adopts the special provisions for executing the works. Reason being, the cost becomes around 5,000 crores, and state has also to invest in it, because the company which are going to execute these projects, state government sometimes also have equity portion in those companies. पैसा आप उनकी जेब से लगवाओ तो स्टेट्स का भी लग जाता है, इसीलिए दैट्स व्हाई they provide waivers in some other forms. And how this waiver is to be met out? When that project starts generating electricity, it is compensated in the forms of earning when the state government sells the electricity. Most of the time the state government has 12% around share of electricity. Whatever with the electricity generated in a year, amount of units, 12% portion of that electricity rests with the state government. Generally these kind of things are already stipulated in the memorandum of understanding signed between the executing party and the state. So state do have the special right and privilege over those portions of units of electricity, and while selling those, the profit earned out of that selling portion is of states, or 12% is a huge amount. Projects like this will be earning 1 crore on a daily basis. Establishment charges. What are establishment charges? Salaries ना, हाँ, ये 219 crores, ये स्पेशल TNP आई थिंक, TNP 2 crores फिक्स है. वैसे बहुत ज्यादा पैसा लगता है. इट इज जस्ट शोइंग लाइक दिस की 2 crores है, अदरवाइज पैसा उसमें हो सकता है 50 crore लगाओ, कॉन्ट्रैक्टर का लगता है एक्चुअली. रिसीट एंड रिकवरीज, you may also have a look over it, minus 4.3 crore. So this is the only head which is negative in nature. अब इस प्रोजेक्ट में से this much cost has been reduced, 4.3 crore. The cost has come down to this much amount. Now we will look at one by one. It will be better if we go inside na, then each one of us will have access of it. Here it will be difficult for us. ठीक है.
एग्जाम्पल दे रहा हूँ.
इसमें से सारे गिला दी थे पूरे.